Hey, Willie from the Zombie Star, and I'm back quicker than I thought with another This Week in Comics. Let's see what we've been reading this week in comics. We are starting with Blade issue number 1 this week, as well as issue number 2 this week. This is Marvel's newest run of Blade that released earlier this year. Brought to you by Hill, Casagrande, Sabino, and Bel Air. Our favorite Daywalker is facing his most formidable threat yet. And while I'm fine watching Blade crash waves and turn vampires into ash all day, issues 1 and 2 sees our anti-hero chasing down a very nefarious spirit with seemingly limitless power, including the power to just destroy all life as we know it. I really love how this Marvel's Blade is really expanding on the world of Blade, and where we just don't see him facing down against traditional vampires that we're used to, but superpowered demons, ultra-powered mercenaries, and even ancient evil wizards. Really excited that I started reading issues number 1 and 2 as I've had them here for a while, as Blade is just a really badass character, and issues 1 and 2 are really filled with moments that really emphasize his abilities, his powers as a half-breed or half-vampire, half-human character. Casagrande has done a brilliant job in bringing a very dramatic look to this rendition of Blade, keeping a high-energy art style without being overly vibrant or being overwhelmed with color. It is very appropriate for the world of Blade and the character himself. This is also getting me excited for Mashal Ali's rendition, live-action rendition that we have all been eagerly anticipating. Hopefully we get a release, hopefully we get a trailer very soon. But if anyone's looking for any type of Blade content before we do get our new film, this is not a bad place to get it from. This is issue number 2 of Blade. This was absolutely awesome, but really the cover that's going to steal the show for this title, at least, is going to be issue number 1, as it is a Peach Momoko variant. Did not get the regular cover for issue number 1, as this is the only one that I did want. I believe there was a virgin version of this, but was not able to acquire it. But this is issue number 1, Peach Momoko variant. If you do follow the channel, you know I'm a huge Peach Momoko fan, but Blade was absolutely awesome. This week we also caught up with Alien, issue number 3 from Marvel Comics. This is issue number 4, and actually wrapping it up with issue number 5. I've thoroughly enjoyed everything that Marvel has done since their acquisition of the Alien Predator franchises, but this being written by Declan Shalvey has made it a little bit more special for me. The evil corporation Weyland-Yutani is at it again, as they can't seem to help themselves in committing the worst human atrocities in their ongoing and never-ending quest to control and acquire the perfect genetic weapon, the Xenomorph. This 5-issue run follows main characters Zasha and Batya, a mother-daughter terraforming scientist group that stumble upon a frozen facehugger during their excavations. If you've read anything from author Declan Shalvey, you know that nothing is ever as it seems. Character motivations are constantly shifting, and the story is full of twists and turns. And similar with titles like Time Before Time, narrative is manically paced, with dramatic events just happening constantly one after another. On top of it being a Shalvey book, I also love how the Alien franchise from Marvel continues to expand on the lore of xenomorphs, and continues to expand on their abilities, on their appearances, and even on their behaviors. Brocardo and Redmond do bring a stylized look to the book that strongly deviates from the initial run from Marvel Comics. The less cinematic and more animated approach for this run, I think, allowed for kind of more creative looks for the book, especially for xenomorphs, that I really did enjoy. This is issue number 5 for Alien, which wraps up this series. Marvel has been rolling these out in short runs of maybe 7 to 5 issues. I believe the last run was about 7 issues. Issue number 4, and we kind of picked up with issue number 3 this week. This is a variant cover for issue number 3 that I think is pretty awesome. And with Declan Shalvey as writer, I'll certainly be continuing this, but either way, I really love what they're doing with the Alien franchise. Ending off the week with Batman Gargoyle of Gotham issue number 1 by Rafael Grumpa. This was absolutely amazing, totally took me by surprise, both as a narrative and the way it is illustrated. A morbidly poetic dive into Batman's psyche as Gotham's protector, and a very unexpected depiction of Bruce Wayne as Gotham's tragic son. Batman, who no longer allows Alfred to call him Bruce Wayne, is on the heels of a sadistic serial killer that utilizes precise medical procedures to torture and murder his victims. With the help of classic characters including Alfred and Jim Gordon, issue 1 includes some really great moments of Batman being arguably the best detective ever. Do not want to speak too much about issue 1 as this is a number 1 and will continue. I will address this with maybe some more issues as I continue reading it, but I'm really surprised with Gargoyle of Gotham, Batman issue number 1. If you're not reading this, I highly recommend that you do. Grampa, being illustrator for this title as well, uses an art approach that is so appropriate for the narrative as it is dark, grotesque, and as morbid as a story itself. This is issue number 1 of Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, issue number 1, and it is a beautiful book in so many ways. Cannot wait to see where it goes from here. DC Black Label is doing some really great things, and this is a really standout title. Highly recommend this for me and everybody. And that will be it for this week in comics. Let me know what you guys are reading. Let me know if you guys are reading any of these titles. Let me know what you think of them. I'm Waylon from the Zombie Star. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.